am going to introduce you to something we will use, which is called tablature, or tabs for short. That's what you find a lot online if you're looking stuff up, and it really is a simple system that doesn't take much to learn. The ideas are the same: whole notes, quarter notes, half notes, etc. But instead of these dots that are on a line and then you have to figure out which note you're supposed to play, it's way simpler. The tablature staff only has 4 lines for ukulele, whereas for notation that we just talked about, it's 5 lines because that's used for any instrument, all instruments. Tablature only has 4 lines because it represents these 4 strings. If it was a guitar, it would have 6 lines for tablature, but we're not playing guitar, we're playing ukulele. 4 lines. Where you see the number, that tells you which fret. So if you see the bottom line, which is actually the inverse of this, it's kind of written like that, so that's a weird thing to get used to. The bottom line physically on tablature is the bottom line sonically of an ukulele, which is physically on top. That might be kind of weird to you, but the words top and bottom in music refer to the sound, not the physical location. So the bottom sound is deeper, it's lower, it's the bass note. And on this ukulele, that note is lower, deeper than this note. So to represent that accurately in tablature, the bottom string, the bottom line on tablature, represents the bottom note, which is physically the top string. So you have to invert it. You'll get used to it though. So if you look on this tablature example, you see the number 1 on the bottom line. That represents playing the bottom sonically, which is the top physically, the G string, on fret number, guess which one? Yes, fret 1. That's why there's a number 1. It doesn't talk about your fingers, it tells you which fret. And the fret is this space right here. So a neck on an ukulele or a guitar, other instruments of that sort, are split up into little sections with frets. These are called frets. The fret refers to the name of that metal stick that's there. It also refers to the space there. So when you say fret 1, it means that first space. Fret 5 would be way up here, and fret 12 way up there. So we're not going to go up there very much in this course. Maybe not at all. Who knows? We'll see. But fret 1 is down here, and you put your finger on that fret 1 on the G string, and you go like that. And you just pluck that one note. If it wanted you to play the entire chord, which is a weird sounding chord, but let's just say you wanted to do that, then it would have the 1 and then 0, 0, 0 above it, which represents 0 or O for open, which means you don't put any fingers on those strings, so that's pretty easy. So you put the 1 and then 0, 0, 0. It tells you to strum all 4 strings. If it just had the 1, it would be telling you to do this. Now let's try an example that you can try right now at home. We'll do that same thing, but instead of a 1, we'll put a 2. So that means you're on the 2nd fret. The fret is that space there, right in the middle. Don't play on the metal. Don't put your finger on the metal. Put your finger in the space between the metals, right in the middle. And then G string. So that is this note. And then we play 2. 0, 0, 0 is telling you to play all 4 of those notes. And that is an A minor chord. That sounds better. Well, I guess it sounds better or worse depending on what's surrounding it. But anyway, that's an A minor chord. That's your first chord. And there you go.